Beautiful Pisces, this is Tammy with Spot On Psychic Readings, and I'm coming in with a bonus reading actually for you guys. And this is sort of actually not sort of, it's a really different reading than I usually do for you all. And I've been feeling recently something spiritual, but not spiritual in a good way, some dark spiritual things kind of headed at us everybody. So what I'm doing is I'm doing this bonus reading for a lot of the different signs that I read for to kind of look into that. So I started feeling this tension and irritability from people, myself, other people, all kinds of just, I don't know, almost explosive anger, like a lot of anger that I was feeling kind of just in the air. And then I started looking into it because what happens is, I'm not an astrologer, I'm a psychic medium. And I feel things, I feel things because I'm an empath and I get visions and things like that. And so I started to kind of look into it. And what usually happens is I feel this stuff or I get it in my readings and then I see it come out astrologically. So I looked this up on Google, because I'm feeling it specifically for this weekend, you guys. Okay, so here's what I found on Google, is Pluto moves into Aquarius this weekend. Now that can be an okay thing, but let me read you the rest of it. So the last time Pluto was in Aquarius was from 1778, that's the year, 1778. This one goes here, through 1798. And you know what happened during this period? It was a huge game changer in history, okay? What happened was, one of the things, the French Revolution. And one of the other things was the Irish uprising that took place during these years, okay? So, this can be cause for a lot of things to get kicked up. Things from the past, they'll be kicked up to be healed. Things will, major, big, huge changes on all kinds of scale. And I was just feeling like I needed to warn you guys because along with this comes a lot of spiritual warfare. And I know some of you heard about this, and it's a thing. It's a thing. It's why I keep seeing this dark cloud on the horizon coming in. So I wanted to look into it. And also, this is the first time in 226 years that this has happened, okay? And it's going to be happening all the way through September of this year, but it starts this weekend. It starts on Sunday. So I wanted to look into this, and I wanted to just come in to say, protect yourselves spiritually with cloaks of invisibility, with a cloak of white light, prayer, your divine angels, angelic protection, all kinds of things like that. So, because you may need that. Now, at the same time, I started to feel that energy. I had ordered these are new cards. I've only used them 3 or 4 times now. And I'd ordered these cards weeks ago, and they came yesterday when I decided to do, put out readings, extra readings this week about this energy, because this energy was so intense for me. So, these cards, as you will see, are kind of the perfect cards. They're pretty intense. I'll just warn you, the pictures are pretty intense on some of them. And they're having to do a lot with spiritual warfare, these cards. As you can see, these are your conflict cards. I'm reading all these I set my intention to only read these with upright meanings because they're already intense enough on their own. Okay. All right, so let's look into this. Let's see what you need to know, because I think forewarned is forearmed. And these are just some additional meanings that I pulled, just additional information. And I'll also do a little clarification as well. Well, this is really interesting. So huge changes is the first card up. And this last card is the Hierophant, which is a higher power. This can be God. This can represent your protection from from God, okay? All right, so we'll go more into this, but again, I'm approaching this reading as how Pluto in Aquarius this weekend is going to affect Pisces specifically, and also how it affects things for Pisces globally. Okay, so personally and globally. I'm kind of looking at both directions, and we'll just see what comes up. What's most significant, you guys, is there's something's being cut out that doesn't work anymore. Okay, this is all about like new beginnings and a dark cloud with a silver lining. Okay, so if you're feeling this intense energy this weekend, just know there's a cloud with a silver lining coming, you guys. Okay. Now, here's your conflict card, which is pretty intense. This is the Ten of Wands. Okay, now in this particular deck, this represents the story of Jesus before his crucifixion being tempted by the devil 3 different times. Okay, and this is his success. This is success through sacrifice in this card, and this may be your this is your challenge right now, this weekend, with this energy, is success through sacrificing something, trade-offs. Maybe you've made trade-offs recently about something. And we've also got the 5 of Swords, super negative energy. So be aware, Pisces, you might be dealing with people with explosive anger and tempers this weekend, tension, emotional outbursts, irritability. This energy is going to kick up. This energy this weekend of Pluto moving into Aquarius, depending on who's around you and, your dealings with people, is going to really bring up a lot of toxic energy because it is kicking up things from the past. That's one of the things that that I feel coming. It's just kicking up a lot of old memories and old unpleasant stuff, and it's going to really tick some people off. They might be firing back at you about it, even if it's not your fault. You might be losing your temper. There's all kinds of stuff here about tempers flaring. I keep getting a specific message from my guides. They keep saying to me, Tammy, don't lose your temper, don't lose your temper. And, because I'm Sagittarius, and, we do have a quick temper sometimes. And seriously, I've been getting that message, but it's not only a message for me, even though it is for me, it's also to pass along to my channel. So there you go. Okay, so here we go. This is your energy right now, Pisces. Here's the Empress. You guys, you come up as the Empress every single time. I love this. So the Empress brings things to fruition. She can give birth to things. Babies are empires, and she's often a mother. And I feel like this mother is feeling some anxiety. This is the 9 of Swords. There's some kind of, deeper down, you may be feeling like you're really in charge, and you're very nurturing, and you have a lot of what you want. You may be a mother and this mother energy, but hanging over you is anxiety, and hanging over you is that dark cloud that I keep talking about, this kind of impending spiritual warfare. It's not even impending. It's been going on for a while, but it's amping up. So there it is. But there you are, Pisces. This is your energy, okay? So the anxiety does make sense. I mean, a lot of you are empaths, so of course you're feeling the same global thing that I'm feeling, of this this dark cloud of energy and all this tension that are, with this Pluto going into Aquarius thing. No accident that it mirrors the French Revolution and the Irish Uprising. I mean, there's tension. There's big tension. And I know you're feeling it, Pisces. So there it is. So you have manifested a lot. This is the Magician. You have manifested a lot of things, Pisces, and it's just confirming that, okay? This can also be a tricky energy sometimes. This is going into the past, though, okay? Coming up in your immediate future is we've got the Sun card, and the Sun is having to do with a lot of happiness, joy, bliss. This is in your immediate future, so hopefully your weekend will look like this, okay? This is somebody trying to steal your light. Sometimes in this particular deck, I've forgotten the story of this green lion. He looks kind of like a green bear to me, but he is a green lion. I've forgotten the whole story about him. But it's like people are seeing your light shining, and they kind of want some of that, you know, that sort of thing. So you may be drawing people to you because of your light. So let's look at your more extended future, going out a week into this new Pluto thing. We've got juggling money. Some of you might be juggling money or situations because you've manifested something, or because you're the Empress, or because of this toxic energy. But there's something about juggling money in particular, okay? Now, if we look at this on a grander scale for Pisces, like a worldwide scale, we're seeing a lot of people juggling money. You know, the economy hasn't been great, as you have seen. So there's a lot of, especially this time of year, if you're in the United States, you know, it's cold, it's winter, there's a lot of juggling of money, you know. I'm probably wishing the sun would come out too. So just, you know, hang in there. Keep the faith. Keep yourself grounded. Keep your frequency high. This is all around your energy right now, Pisces, this death card. This don't let this be too scary, because this is more having to do with something has ended and there's a new beginning. So this could even go to jobs and things like that, okay? This could also go to this Pluto in Aquarius, in that there will be a lot of endings and new beginnings on a global scale. Things, you know, hopefully a lot of things that need to end and new beginnings, that sort of thing, okay? This is your hopes card. This is the star, and this is having to do with lots of happiness and hope, as it says, and divine protection, divine intervention, things like that, okay? Angels. This can also be the Aquarius card. And some of you, you know, on a global scale, this is in your hopes and fears position. Some of you may be hoping for great things with this Pluto in Aquarius, and some of you may be dreading it. And it may just be like that across the board. I think some good stuff is definitely going to come out of this, you know, being in Aquarius. Some of it's going to be kind of crazy, okay, and create some tension. So, but you do have divine protection, as shown in this card. So when we go over to your final outcome, we've got Page of Pentacles, and this is a very wise owl card. So you're getting some sort of a message about money. I feel like there's some news coming in, maybe a small unexpected sum of money and that sort of thing. And this owl can also represent this death energy too, of endings and new beginnings, okay? Just to add a few overview cards before I clarify, we got the Queen of Cups, which represents you, Pisces, the water energy, and very heart-centered and very nurturing, very intuitive. Next to the King of Pentacles, this could be representing your relationship, or this could be representing two aspects of yourself. This could also be representing global figures. Okay, King of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. I'm not sure who they are. I can't think right now. This could represent a lot of people I can think of. The Queen of Cups, I'm not sure. I'll be interested to hear your comments if you get anything on that. These can also represent situations of heart and money, and the overview of this is you know, with financial stability and your heart center still open, because there's your Empress card. So those kind of go together a little bit. And we've got Wheel of Fortune. Look at this. So this is good. I mean, the wheel is swinging in favor for you right now, Pisces, whether it's individual or globally speaking, okay? More messages, a lot of messages, news and stuff. And I've been getting these page cards for all the readings I've done on this. I'm getting a lot of news coming up. It's going to be fiery news. It's going to be exciting news. I've gotten all the pages that have come up. So you probably hear some kind of exciting news coming with this Page of Wands and the Hierophant. And this, you know what, this is not the classic meaning of this card, but what this says to me is God wins. That's what I'm hearing right now. So I don't know who needed to hear that. Maybe all of you. I needed to hear that. But this is having to do with protection. And these cards are kind of loosely based on biblical stories. I think this is probably David playing the harp to drive out the demons. And this is having to do with, God, higher power, and prayer. It also has to do with traditionally commitments in marriage and things like that. So on a global scale, if we're looking at spiritual warfare, this is the card you'd want to see. Okay, so this is very, very helpful. So let's go over, what do we want to clarify? Let's see. I think most of these are pretty clear. Let's clarify the Death card. Why is that in Pisces energy at this time? Ace of Cups, yeah. So there's some kind of new beginning. I told you this card looks really ominous, but it's not nearly as bad as it seems. It is all about new, endings and new beginnings, and then you've got new beginnings in love. You've got a lot of heart energy here. In spite of everything else coming in, I feel like in some ways, Pisces, this Pluto going into Aquarius is going to bring you feelings of new love, maybe motherhood, maybe giving birth to things, this divine guidance and protection card with the star, the Hierophant. There's just a lot of heart energy, and I always say you guys are old souls, so you'll be fine throughout this. It's just I wanted you to know. I felt like I should shed some light on this, because being forewarned is being forearmed, as I said. It's really important, I think, to know what's coming and don't lose your temper. Don't fire back at people who are angry, okay? This is a lot of peace around you with this new beginnings in love, your heart opening, and emotions. So this is a whole lot of success. This is 8 of Wands, Pisces. Okay, so that's to clarify the Death card. It's all good. It's all good. This is fast-moving success toward more heart-centered lifestyle and everything. And birth, potentially birth. When I was doing, I think it was the Aries reading before yours, I went at the same moment that I pulled the card that has Archangel Michael in it. I heard this big boom in the air, like around me. I mean, it was physical. It wasn't a psychic impression. It like shook the house a little bit. It was so weird, and I know it had to do with Archangel Michael going, "I'm here." It gave me chills. So I know that I'm just saying that because of the star card. We have divine angels around us who are protecting us. Here's what you need to know. This is just whatever else Pisces needed to know in this one too. The moon. Just know some of what you hear, these messages, the news that I'm seeing, it's going to be deceptive. All right, with this moon card and the High Priestess, there's going to be deception. You're not going to get all the truth, okay? And just use your discernment and listen to your intuition. This card in particular, I find to be really representative of the spiritual warfare. These remind me of the little flying monkeys from the Wizard of Oz up here around her. You know how they were. The High Priestess is she can be the psychic card for one thing, but she knows things, she sees things. She can also hide things. Sometimes this represents secrets. And you can see under her cloak, there's all the little people under her cloak. And the spiritual warfare is having a lot to do with the little people hiding and that sort of thing. And underneath that, there's an underground city. Okay, so there's a lot of symbolism in this card. You know, again, take it as it resonates, read between the lines. I think a lot of this is going to come to the surface. I think the little people are going to be exposed for what's happening. I feel like there's spiritual warfare going on. There's going to be a lot of secrets that come to the surface, that get exposed, as you can see her opening her cape, like exposing secrets. And I think that's what a lot of these Page of Wands and Page of Swords and a lot of these page cards representing news about things, okay? So I think you can expect some of that. But again, don't believe everything you hear, because the moon is next to it, which is deception, but also things coming to the light. Could be a little distressing based on this card, but it's all good. Okay, it all turns out good. Here's your final outcome. So Pisces, I'm going to leave it right there, and I hope that was helpful to you guys. And I'll be in with your weekly reading in a couple days too. I just wanted to, again, this is just an extra reading that I decided to do because I was feeling it. I was just feeling it. Are you guys feeling it? Are you feeling this energy? I'd love to hear your comments and you know, how this is affecting you guys. So hang in there, protect yourselves, be prepared, and you'll be fine. Keep the faith. I will see you guys next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.